Turn on the microphone and hello everybody. Welcome to episode I think we're 59? Yeah, 59. Waters of the Deep. We left off last week with Galen becoming a little too familiar with Pearl because Pearl likes to
Hey,
freeball it and was upside down in a hole wearing a skirt. And yeah, you guys figured that out. We started with the Bastion, our first Bastion roll, which didn't go as smooth as I hoped, but it was our first time, so we're all learning. But that was fun. And then went up, and there were some gladiator fights, and then you went to the hole first that you had found, and determined that something is in fact still there. Then you went up to the horde to talk to some Noah peoples, Noah guys, and participate in some gladiator fights, which ended up earning you a new crew member. And then you made your way back to the rock and a hard place, and that's where we left off, was as you were arriving there. And we
and
we
some
sort
and some tender bits down below.
yeah. Katie, we sorted out the finances with the rock and a hard place, right? I gave you that last week.
you didn't give me any finance stuff last week.
I didn't. I thought I rolled and gave you the money.
Oh, yeah. From Captain Wright.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yep.
I should have clarified for the ship. Yep. Yep, because right now the Golden Years is back in port and docked right next to you guys. And yeah, that's where we left off. So, all you.
Well, we were coming to discuss. Shit, what's her name? I forget.
Nobody's asked her name. Oh, yeah, you did.
Her name was Yas.
Yes, that's
no,
right.
it's yes, but it's pronounced Yas.
Okay. That won't be confusing. Well, I guess I didn't even think. Do we want her with us, or do we want her with Wright's crew?
I mean, I don't think we really have any specialty crew members with us. Rice got
No.
all of them.
Yeah,
You
it's just
have
us.
B. I believe B is aboard your ship, yeah?
Probably.
Pretty sure he is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no way Pan would let
Right.
let that coffee go.
I think that's fair. You guys tell me. What are you up to?
Okay. I
What-
thought you guys were still sorting things out. What time of day is it?
Got in my head, Mike.
Um, well, let's see. You woke up, you checked the hole, you went to the horde, did some gladiator shit, came back, probably afternoon, too. We'll say,
Okay.
oh, wait, did I write it down? It's 1. I wrote it down. Look at me taking good notes. Self high five.
All right. So, 1 o'clock. Da da da.
mean,
Alright,
Taddy,
so-
we don't have anything going for the rest of the day, right?
Well, I mean, we got to try and figure out how to get that thing that's in the tunnel, right?
Honestly, I'm just gonna go in and so be it. Because I feel like we're already wasting too much time with shenanigans.
Pearl says as she's bleeding out on the ship's deck.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say with the
Yeah,
shenanigans we just went through, we're definitely gonna need a nice rest. So I'm not saying that we go after this thing today, but
Well,
Well, someone can heal me real quick, and there you go.
I feel like that was a stab at the cleric.
Presumption.
Yeah.
Bitch,
like
get
that was
over
a little-
here. Heal me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
Oh,
said,
bitch. Heal.
"Touch me, Poseidon Daddy."
just touch me real quick, make it all better, and yeah.
Reaching out.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out because if we're not doing anything until at least the evening time, I can bring everybody back up to full health, no problem, and still get a long rest in before the evening. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But if I'm going to do
Gotcha.
that, then I have to be able to rest until the evening time. Otherwise, I'm not going to be of any use to anybody.
Understood.
So,
That sounds
That's-
the most time efficient.
that's what I'm trying to do.
Gotcha.
So,
Alright.
let me finish this note. If you guys want to chat for a second, let me finish this note, and then I'll bring
Okay.
everybody back up to wherever I
Well-
can.
I mean, I got a meeting tonight that I got to go to.
What time?
So, in the evening.
Well, this didn't happen last night, this morning, until the wee hours of the morning. So
All right. So as long as I can make that, yeah. If he wants to, uh, help me with these wounds, then yeah, I'll be ready to go for tonight. As long as I can make that appointment, and then we can go monster hunting afterwards.
Let me do this then, because it sounds like either way, I'm gonna have to bring everybody back to where I can.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
I mean, me, the little guy, and Big Red over there. Yeah, we're hurting here, especially Big
Well,
Red.
Big
So
Big Red can go take a nap. We'll let Big Red go to sleep. We don't need Big Red at the moment.
no, I meant Pearl.
Oh,
Not
sorry.
Little
I was
Red.
thinking. Okay,
That's-
my bad.
That's Little Red.
Mixed up. Let me see here. I can just drop it on the combat tracker, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see here. I'm gonna burn what spell slots I can to bring them back up to health.
And DM, Pan has a marker that says he's being grappled. And prone? And Pearl's prone?
No, they don't.
Thank you. I'm sure they'll appreciate that.
All right, so that's going to Pearl. Yeah, Pearl's got that. I'll check this one off. It's going to take me a second if you guys want to chat about something else.
Alright,
Oh, I'm
so
chilling.
Silt,
yeah.
my next endeavor may have something to do with the academy.
Go on.
I don't have a lot of details. That's what this meeting's about tonight. But I thought you especially might be interested in joining me in this if the rest of the crew doesn't. It'll be up to them once I get the details and can give them to you guys. But I will tell you that I don't think there's much pay involved in it.
Sometimes pay is other than money. other than gold.
I know the way you think. That's why I kind of figured you might be interested.
Yeah.
All right. Well, once I get to these details tonight, I'll let you know more. But all I really know now is it involves the academy or somebody at the academy. So that's why I got to go to the meeting tonight.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thanks, big guy.
Man, should just let everybody take a nap. That was a lot of.
And I think we get Channel Divinities back after a long rest, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Let me make sure that it's
definitely
not.
a long rest.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna burn one Channel Divinity, bring Pan back to full health.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I took all that damage during Taddy's fight.
Yes,
All right.
you did, buddy.
Is everybody good? Because I just burned almost every damn thing I had.
Sounds like a good
Thank
time to go into the
you.
pit.
Woo! Yeah, let's do it. No.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. I'm going to go to sleep.
Meditate.
Meditate. Sleep. Same thing. Tomato,
After,
tomato.
after you're done meditating, do you want to finish discussing or finish our conversation?
Yeah. Above table, if you want to give me a quick message on Facebook real quick, remind me what we were talking about, because there was a whole bunch of shit that happened.
Yeah, I
Um,
got you.
but yes, I am going to go nap, meditate for 4 hours. Go sleepy pie.
Okay.
But yes,
Chris and I are gonna eat some crickets.
Okay. What's everyone
up,
else
Ian?
doing?
I'm gonna take a little nap.
Love it. Get that short rest in after he's burned all of his spell slots.
Above table, how many days since it's been since I asked for my Noah guy?
2 days?
2? I want to say 2.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna I guess chill, relax.
Okay. Pan?
I am probably just gonna go to the workshop and tinker on Sir Waddles.
Okay.
Nothing
So-
too exciting.
So you're going to leave the ship and head back to the church? Or are you just
Oh,
gonna...
we're on the ship?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or are you just going to kind of tinker there, do maintenance kind of stuff?
oh, I'll just tinker here then. I've
Okay.
got all my portable stuff, so.
All right.
For some reason I was thinking we were in the church.
No. And Taddy.
We're at the other bar. I am not sure.
Go waste some time shopping.
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself, but I don't know what I go shopping for.
Oh,
Well, it's
you remind me. I
4
had a whole list.
hours. It's 4 hours until Odess is long rested. Which, by the sounds of it, is all you guys are waiting for before you go hunting again.
Wait a minute.
I'm just waiting that time so that we can finish our conversation. I don't think we're hunting until after Taddy's had his meeting this evening.
Okay.
Hopefully. I mean, I guess we could post up at the hole to watch it to make sure that we don't miss anything.
Actually, you know
that's
what?
good.
That's a great idea. I'm gonna go back to the hole.
Do you have an earring?
Nope.
We should maybe give her an earring so we can stay.
Oh wait, no, an earring. Yeah, I thought you said mirroring for some reason.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I've got an earring.
Where are you right now?
I'm going back to the hole. We'll keep a
Yeah,
watch
but where
on
are you?
it.
Where are you right now?
Girls like, can I go?
Was on the boat.
Did I hear this conversation? That's what I was. Did I hear her say this?
I
I'm
mean,
taking
sure.
a nap, but it's not like a full-on sleep nap. It's like I'm gonna chill for a second type of thing, and not like
Doing the vampiric slumber.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we weren't quiet about it, but I guess you could
Okay,
roll
great.
for it.
I'm gonna be like, oh, well, it's hole. I'm gonna slap myself and come around and get you.
I mean, in the planning stage
Galen.
right now, I would say nobody's actually gone to sleep yet. You guys are like figuring out who's going and doing what at this point.
Okay, so I'm running to where she is, and I'm like, wait, Galen, wait for me. Can I come with? Can I come with? And I'm like a little kid, like wants to
But
go to the
this
candy
is
store.
literally just like reconnaissance. We're gonna go watch the hole. Maybe one of us sits inside the tavern and like waits to see if anybody suspicious comes in.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go,
Nothing
girlfriend.
crazy. We're as in no hole diving.
Yeah. Gotcha. Let's go.
Okay. Taddy, did you make up your mind yet on anything?
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go to the market. If we don't have anything pressing to work on, I do need to go to the market.
Okay.
Well, probably go see Otis's girlfriend, apothecary.
Do you want to go there first?
Yeah.
All right. Anything in particular you're looking for?
Yeah. Poison kit. Apparently, I don't have one.
Poison kit?
Yeah.
She does not sell poison kits. She's got antitoxin for sale. She doesn't make poisons, though.
Does a poison kit, like, what kind of different stuff does that do?
I can show you.
Because Taddy, my man, I can hook you up with poison.
Well, the one above table, one of my rogue abilities is poison. I can swap out one of my attack die for poison.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I read somewhere that I'm supposed to have a poison kit for that. I can't remember where I read it, but It doesn't make sense to me to be able to use poison if I don't have a poison kit.
So the kit is for it's like an alchemist set. It's for creating and testing for poison. It doesn't actually poison objects. All you need is a poison vial to be able to poison something.
Oh,
So as long
yeah,
as you have
but
a poison in your inventory, I'm not worried about it.
okay. But if I had a poison kit, I could essentially make my own poison if I needed to, right?
Oh, it does say you must have a poisoner's kit on your person to use that effect.
Okay. Yeah. See, I thought I read it somewhere, so that's why I was looking to pick one up.
I'm surprised you don't have one.
Yeah, me too. That's
I guess it doesn't.
Is that
come standard.
Something from the new rules.
Yeah.
well,
it's
being that that's a new
rule
ability. Yeah. I'm just crossing my T's, dotting my I's here, so in case I want to use it, I have it. So, I mean, I got a couple.
Yeah, no, she doesn't sell poison kits. She doesn't make or sell poison, so she has no use for them.
Okay. Well, then I guess it's off to the marketplace because that was my main goal for. I kind of figured, being that she does things with creating potions and things, that poison might be in there somewhere.
Nope, she makes antitoxins, but she does that with regular alchemist supplies.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I would assume I could find some buyer that would sell a poison kit. It's not
in the market. You spend the next 2 hours looking and asking, and a lot of dirty looks, like "who the fuck you trying to poison, guy" type looks. As you
it's got other abilities other than making the poisons. Like in the description, detect the poison. Yeah.
I know that. But the people in this marketplace are looking at you like you're a violent criminal about to kill somebody.
Well, they're not necessarily wrong.
Only on Wednesdays.
Only on
Between
days
the
that you
hours
know
of 6 and 8. Okay, well, yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the rest of Anchor.
Okay.
Sit and chill and wait, and maybe I can talk to somebody else who might know.
Right. Make a perception check as you go in.
Anyone?
Beautiful. The second you walk in, you
I what? That's
Sorry,
all I
I
caught
was-
was.
No, I stopped talking because Brad
Okay.
messaged me. Sorry. As
I
soon
thought
as
there's
you
a lag thing. I'm like, fuck, not again.
As soon as you walk in, you take note of an individual sitting in the corner of the bar. Who, for the briefest of moments, it's a half-orc male, but for the briefest of moment, the face flashes of your familiar tiefling.
Oh. Okay. Then I would probably stroll up to the bar and order a drink. Two drinks. Let's clarify that.
Okay.
And stroll on over to the corner.
All right. Do you want to whisper me for the conversation, or you just want to have it?
I will whisper you for this.
Okay. Brad has a question for you.
Actually, I
Hattie?
have a question for anybody who's going to the market to go spend money. If I send a list of items, it's going to take me a second to go through it because I'm going through rearranging some stuff. But if I send a list with you, would you mind picking it up and I will repay you?
Yeah, if you would have caught me before I left and gave me the list, I would have. Yeah.
Okay. I will go do it when I wake up then.
Right. Send me that list, Brad, so I can figure out the
Yep.
cost.
Yep, I'll send it to you.
So Taddy is doing that. Gallon and Pearl are watching the pit, the tunnel, the hole. And everyone else is relaxing, taking a nap, yada yada. I mean, that's gonna be it until Odess gets his long rest. And Gallon, you get a long rest as well, because you're not really doing anything. And everyone else will get a short rest. Right. So Mike, you and I will have that conversation whenever you whisper me. We'll just knock it out over time. Brad, I'll get your shopping taken care of. When your meetup ends, Taddy, what did you want to do? Just head back to the ship, or do you have something else to take care of?
Yeah. If I'm gonna head back to where everybody else is.
Okay, so back to the ship then.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'd get back to the ship just as Odess comes out of his meditative coma, giving him all the stuff he asked for. You're muted, Brad.
Yes, I know.
And,
Sorry, I'm working on getting that list.
That would put us at 1700, 5 o'clock.
Well, I need to go to the market, and then I believe that Silt and I have a conversation that we need to finish.
Well, you sent your list with Taddy, so he gives you all your market stuff right now.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool. Well, I need to finish my conversation with Silt, so I don't know what else you guys want to do.
I would
Isn't that
venture to
still-
say that you guys finished your conversation on the walk back to the ship last week, so you and Katie just need to finish that conversation. We don't need
Cool.
in-game time to do it.
Katie, we will talk on Facebook then.
Sounds good.
You put me on the curveball here on my stuff. I mean, I'm really down for what anybody else wants to do. I mean, it's 5 o'clock, so maybe I'll take a stroll over by the Temple of Talos and see what's going on over there.
Okay.
For the moment.
Business as usual. Evening service is 5 o'clock. Evening service is concluding at this point. So there are comers and goers.
Okay.
What day is it?
It is Friday. Your standard array of homeless individuals lining the streets, hoping for a coin here and there from the churchgoers.
While I'm there, what I would like to do is to make sure that my emblems are all covered and my amulet is tucked away. And I just, like, if there's coming and goes, because service just ended, correct?
Yep.
Kind of watch somebody as they walk off from service. And when I have a chance and they're not like right up against the temple, have a conversation with them.
Okay. You looking for anybody in particular? Like any type of person in particular? Or just random person?
Just anybody who came from that service.
Okay. Roll
not
a D100 in the tower for me.
Okay. I guess I should specify I'm not looking for one of their little henchmen.
You're
More
looking
of
for a
looking-
service goer.
Yes, thank you.
Got it. Okay. Go ahead and have your conversation.
So I would. Is it a male or a female that I'm approaching?
Female.
Female. I would approach and say, excuse me, miss, can I have a moment of your time?
Sorry, I've already given my offerings. I don't have any more coin for the day. She keeps
No, I'm not looking for coin. I'm just curious how the oh, what do you guys call them? Worship ceremonies? I don't know what Talos followers call them are.
She doesn't speed up, but she keeps walking. It was fine. Just normal daily service to worship Talos.
I come by all the time, and at this point, I'm kind of like walking with her, matching, so she doesn't you know, walk off. So it's not like I'm yelling down a hallway or something like that. And I would say, well, I've come by a few times, and it doesn't seem like anybody ever really talks about like the services. I've been kind of curious, but nobody really tells me anything about them.
Well, it's really something you need to experience for yourself. They're quite welcoming there. If you're that curious, just go to a service. They do it at dawn and dusk every day.
And is one required to bring an offering, or I don't want to offend?
No offering. Talos welcomes all into his embrace.
Is there? Oh well, I appreciate that. It sounds like they are a welcoming of groups. Is there anything that I should know so that I don't offend customary wise?
Just go in, sit down, and listen. That's all you have to do.
All right. Well, I will give that a shot.
Right.
Thank you for your time.
Did she just tell him to sit down and shut up?
Something like that.
But yeah, I will thank her for her time, nod, and walk away.
Okay. Back to the ship.
Yeah, for the time being, yes. I'm not quite sure what everybody else is doing, so I'll have to go back and meet up with them and figure out from there what we are doing.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else has got anything.
Not really.
I'm still working on that list. Sorry, it's just taking me a second to multitask.
There's no rush on that because you'll give me the list and then I'll have to figure out the price of everything
Okay.
and give it to you. So, anybody else got anything?
I guess I'd go down to the Rusty Anchor. If Bart's there, I'd ask him how business is going at the bathhouse.
Bart
See if
is
he had it.
not there. There is a
He's not.
female bartender that you've never seen before working.
I guess I'd introduce myself and
Let me guess, her name is Wait Tess.
No.
A good one though.
Yeah, it would have been funny.
Her name is no, that ain't gonna work. Trish for short. She is new and she's very tall for a halfling. Well, she's either a very tall halfling or a very short elf. You're not sure which.
She's a 3/4ling.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I guess make small talk and hey Pearl.
Yes.
Pearl is in the alley covering the hole.
Oh,
She's not in the. She's
Don't
not
I
in
have
the
the ear thingy?
I thought Gallon was in the alley and Pearl was in the roasting
Nope.
anchor.
They're both in the alley. Gallon has an earring. I don't think you do, Pearl.
Oh, okay. Never
I
mind.
would have more likely have been on the roof.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'd walk
Either
by
way, the
and
point
say-
is you guys are there, not in the rusty anchor.
Got it.
I'd walk by. Say, hey, any activity?
Not yet.
Do you guys want to swap? You need a break?
I'm okay. I don't know about Gal. Gal?
I would like pop my head over and be like, nah, I'm good.
Thank you, Sil. We're here. She'll let you know if we see something.
Okay. Guess I don't know, I'll walk around the neighborhood, get some exercise or something. That's all I've got.
Look at that, exercising during the day.
Okay.
What time is it? It is daytime, right? Like noonish? Or it's still morning?
It's evening now. 5.
It's about to get dark.
Covering the time
Yeah.
gap between 5 and 6 right now.
Okay.
So.
So I guess like do we need to get food or something? I mean, are we just kind of are we scouting this thing out or like what are we doing?
Well, I'm full on crickets, so that's my after dinner constitutional.
Well, I mean, so let's see. The girls are watching the hold. Silt's doing her afternoon constitutional thing. Caddy's doing caddy things. Where's Pan at? Anybody back at the ship
He
know where
was-
Pan's at?
Yeah, he was
Pan's at
tinkering
the
on
ship.
the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, Pan's at the ship. If Pan's tinkering, then I would go see if he needs help tinkering. Go find out where he's at.
Pan, what you doing?
Right now I'm just tinkering with Sir Waddles, trying to see if there's any way to make him more effective at stabbing things.
Okay. He doesn't stab in particular. He bashes. Rends by technicality. Oh, that's not the right one. Go ahead and make a tinker check.
If Odessa is helping him, does he get advantage?
No, because this was while he was asleep. Yeah. Okay. You've worked out some prototypes and have some ideas on moving forward. 4 hours just isn't enough time to get something operational going. Probably take a couple of days. Maybe like one solid day of work to give him a stabby function. But you feel like you got a good groundwork. Some cool ideas for like razor edging his flippers.
That's what I was thinking. Either that, or like a blade extends out of the middle, like he's flipping you off before he stabs you. Something along those lines. That, and I'm thinking now that I can make smoke bombs, of putting a hatch on the back of him, so that as we're running away, the little hatch opens up like one of those flaps on long johns,
Ooh,
and a smoke bomb drops out and then goes off to hide us.
dude, some caltrops. You should throw some caltrops in there.
Ooh, yeah.
Just turn Sir Waddles into a James Bond car. Oil slick, smoke screen, caltrops, rocket
call me
booster,
Q.
so you can triple your movement speed.
Just saying.
They're all on the board.
Fucking- give Sir Waddles a top hat that doubles as like a seat for you, and stick a can of nitrous in it. There you go.
Ooh, and a monocle that has a laser attack.
Freaking laser beams. Alright, well, Silt is at the Rusty Anchor. Gallon and Pearl are watching over the hole. Everybody else is back at the ship. Where are you off to next?
Me?
Everybody.
Just walking around the neighborhood where Pearl and Gallon are. More eyes.
Hey, above table, did they change the cleric's like prepared spells? Because I thought it was something plus your wisdom modifier was how many you could have prepared.
That's how it used to be. Now it's a set number.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, well that
it
changes
used to
things
be
quite a bit.
it used to be your level plus your wisdom modifier, but now, if I remember correctly, there's a set number. Yeah. There's a set number. So you get 11 total.
Yeah, that's okay. That changes a lot of stuff.
Real quick, if Silt's at the Rusty Anchor before I leave,
She wouldn't be.
okay,
Yeah, she didn't go until Odess woke up.
okay.
Well, okay, so the only reason that I stuck around was because I thought we were gonna have the conversation, but if we already had the conversation, I'd just catch crickets and then go.
Okay. So she's walking around the neighborhood as you would have left.
Okay, so I would.
and it's on the way. I'd say it's a fair chance you would have caught her before you got back to the
Okay.
ship.
You wanted me to roll dice or the chance?
No.
Okay,
No.
I gave you the option. I'm just saying. All right. So
No, it's fine.
yeah. As soon as I see Silt, Silt, hey, what you doing?
Just killing time.
All right. Well, I got that info. So here's the lowdown. Apparently, a teacher, professor at the academy has stolen a very old ring, and somebody would like to have the ring back. From the intel I got, apparently he's keeping it stashed at his house, which is in the academy housing.
Okay.
I don't have a name, so I'm gonna have to determine who it is and which house is his, and then I got to get in there and find this ring. If there's any other things we can look into while we're there. I mean,
Yeah, well, visitor day is Sunday, and I'd like to go have a conversation with Alfie, seeing as he's under the tutelage of what's his face, the evil bastard that locked us up.
okay. And what's today? DM?
Today's
Okay.
Friday.
Today's Friday.
Friday. Okay, so we got a couple days. Okay. Well, I don't have a time limit on this, but I'm sure whoever lost this item would like to have it back sooner than later. So, I guess we could probably wait till Sunday.
Was there
And
something else we were doing with the academy?
there's something you had going on, I thought.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was trying to get in to talk to Alfie, but Gal and I were scouting it out, and I can't remember why now.
You guys were doing initial scouting for your thing.
Oh, okay. Just to get in to see, and then we found out that okay.
Brad, you can just put sand in your inventory.
Okay. I'm gonna send you one more quick message. Or actually, I guess I could just ask you to be quicker. 2 of the other spells require a copper wire, and one requires an iron rod. But I have like 67 pounds
Yeah.
of metal.
Yeah, no,
No.
you'd be able to pull that out of scrap.
All right, cool. Now I'm back in the game. So what are we doing?
There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole.
There's a hole in the bottom of the sea.
I think we're all going to just gather at this point and wait till the evening.
Some fresh air.
Okay. Well, if that's what we're doing, then I think what I would like to do, because we're not going out until it's dark, right?
I mean, last time it was so late when it showed up finally.
Okay.
Of course, that's not very much data to work with. So
So it's evening time then. I mean, what I would like to do is maybe go back and try to catch the evening session at the Temple of Talos. But before I go, only if that's still available and we're not doing anything else, I was going to ask if Silk could help me put on a disguise, since I am not the greatest at doing this.
oh hell yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
And with that disguise, I would just disguise my face to look like a normal skin color, so I don't have all that weird stuff that I have going on.
Okay.
And
That's
then I'm
just
gonna
a straight charisma check
Charisma
with advantage.
okay. Hopefully. Okay. I'll take that. If that's acceptable.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so glad you dropped those dice before me.
No, Odess, here, let me help.
I remember last time. Don't even bother. Just let me do it.
But yeah, so cover the skin tones, cover all the emblems, all that stuff. I'm going to, I think I have, so my cloak's still there, and I think I have some traveler's clothes on me, so I'll just put some traveler's clothes on.
Okay.
The disguise kit, does that allow me to change my eye color or no?
I'm gonna say no, unless you put makeup in your eye.
Well, I didn't know if that included like,
Do.
I'm thinking like disguise kit would have like contacts, maybe.
Not in the D&D world, bro.
No,
I
Let me
am
have this
looking.
one.
I am looking at the disguise kit right now, and it literally says apply makeup.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Well, that's okay. I think I have something that'll fix that.
I mean, you could probably throw some glasses on to, you know, add to the disguise, but
Do we have glasses?
I mean, sure, you could pick a pair up somewhere. That is a thing.
Well, yeah, I guess I could run by. Yeah, I can run by some shops real quick, see if they have any glasses.
It's an idea. I don't know.
No, I like it. Look at that, Teddy coming through. Teddy coming through clutch. Yeah, I go see if they. Thank you, Silt. If anybody wants to come with me, you're welcome to.
10 gold.
10 gold.
Do they make
I-
his vision better? Give him a little boost
No.
on perception checks?
No, this is some Clark Kent shit. They are purely
Okay.
cosmetic.
Alright.
Are they in the inventory already, or do I need to
Yeah.
add them?
No, I put them in there.
Okay. Oh, I see them. Okay.
I mean, it's you're talking to a man who spends all day in disguise. So I mean,
Okay. Sorry, I was just trying to add one last thing to my damn inventory, and I got caught up here. I really need to spend some time after this.
I feel
inventory
like you have
management.
like the whole kitchen sink in there.
I pretty much do. I mean, it's not all on me right now, but yes, it's in the inventory. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was just doing. That's why I was like, I need a kit.
So
Yeah.
as you get your shit sorted, you're just gonna head off to the temple.
Correct.
You said you were
and
gonna go
I-
for. Hold on. Let's back up a little bit. You said you were gonna go to the evening service.
Yeah, I was gonna go check out the evening service.
The evening service was concluding when you talked to that woman earlier.
Oh well, fuck. Never mind then.
No, it's always tomorrow.
I
That's
was gonna
true.
say, save
know
the
what? No.
disguise.
Actually, you know what? No, I could go anyways. If somebody else wants to go with me, it doesn't matter. DM, I would try to pick up in addition to the glasses, if you would allow it, pick up a staff, like a walking staff.
Yeah, that's easy enough.
Okay. I don't know how much I owe you for that, but I'll mark it off.
And all the things I've done in that temple, I'd rather not go there.
But anyways, yeah. So once I've got that, anybody want to go? It's up to you guys.
4 gold for the
Dan will
walking
go.
staff. Pan, you said you're gonna go.
Yeah, Pan will go.
Okay.
Check them for flammable objects.
Hush you.
I would whisper to Pan, we're not burning it down right now.
No, right now we're just checking for the most flammable spot.
Reconnaissance
Okay.
is good.
Wait,
Actually,
wait,
you know
wait.
what?
Are we
It's
all
a-
together when you say that?
I mean,
Are we all together?
No, I
Sure.
don't think so.
Okay, so because if Daddy hears that, he's just going to look at you and go, "Well, that's easy. That's a basement. There's all kinds of old shit dried up,
Oh, those
ready to
books.
burn." Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can help you with that. Shit. Like I said, I've been there before.
Pan, you know what? I got another. Taddy, thank you. You brought up another idea. Pan, I have another idea for you. You like architecture, right?
I
I'm-
suppose so. Yeah,
As
why?
much as any guy.
I'm assuming since you like to build and tinker with things. Why don't you come with me and see if you can find any weak points in their foundation? Whether that be the statues, I can't remember if there's statues outside, but if there is statues outside, at the see if you can find any weak points in the statues or the building. Like when we're walking around, I'm gonna go see if they'll just chat with us.
Okay,
You down?
sure.
I won't even make you roll for that. Inside the temple, there are structural pillars lining the center of the temple, and a couple well-placed blasts will bring the whole thing tumbling down.
Oh shit.
Okay. Can do you see any on the outside as we're coming in?
That, make an investigation check. You don't find anywhere on the outside of the building that a blast would cause the entire temple to collapse. You'd have to do it from inside. You could blow a big ass hole in the wall, but you wouldn't be able to destroy the temple from the outside.
I forget, was there any statues outside?
There's like carved statues into the wall of the temple of no specific person or persons.
So it's nothing like really to do with Talos or anything like that?
No, not those statues. Those are like the statues of previous master clerics and such. Like the saints, essentially. Those who worship Talos and were a member of the church and have since passed on.
So that's what I was trying to get at, though. Like the engravings outside on the wall, they are like past followers of Talos, so they're related to Talos in some way. They're just not actual structures of Talos.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be like a Christian church having a statue of
Saint Mary or whatever.
no, not Saint Mary. Fucking what's that nun's name that everybody knows?
Oh, come
Mother
on,
Teresa?
Becca.
Mother
Yeah,
Teresa.
thank you.
There you go. It'd be like
Okay.
having a statue of Mother Teresa in front of a church.
Okay. That's specifically what I was looking for.
Gallon and Pearl, what are you two up to? Besides watching the whole.
I'm gonna stare at Pearl to see if she's looking at me.
You are Pearl. You stare at yourself.
Sorry. I'm gonna stare at Gallon to see if she's looking at me. And real quick, I'm jumping in the hole.
No.
Hold on.
Gal's definitely keeping an eye on.
Hold on. We are gonna roll in the tower.
Oh God.
Pearl's like, I'm bored. I'm jumping in. I've been sitting here.
Waiting for the opportune moment.
Yep.
Pearl in the tower, roll stealth with advantage. And Gallon, just
Okay.
give me a straight perception check.
Why does she get advantage?
Because she specifically said she waited for the opportune moment to just go in the hole.
And I'm doing perception.
Well, that's an unfair one already right off the bat. Only because I know what Becca's is.
Hold on 1 second. We didn't re-equip your shit, Pearl.
I know.
But to say, because she's got like
All right,
all
try
of her
that.
gear on, right?
Try that one more time, Pam.
Okay.
She had it off from the gladiators fight, so advantage was supposed to cancel out the disadvantage from her armor. So basically,
Okay.
she just gets a straight roll. Beautiful. Okay. Gallon, you looking around. It's awful quiet. Hey, Pearl. And you look back over your shoulder, and the crate has been moved, and Pearl's gone.
Is anyone within earring distance?
I probably am.
You're back on the ship, aren't you, Sil?
No, I've been walking around the neighborhood after I talked to what's her face at the bar.
Didn't you and Caddy go back to the ship because you were gonna do Odessa's makeup? so confused about where you all are right now.
I think we're confused as to where we're at.
I know where you are, Brad.
Well, when did Odessa leave then, I guess?
Like maybe 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago.
Then I guess I'd be there. I guess the earrings have a 300 yard. Is that
300 feet.
300 feet?
So Gallon, you call out in the earring and hear no response. Even if you were heading back to the area, Silt, you wouldn't be within range yet.
Yeah.
I follow Pearl down the hole again, praying to
Again.
Poseidon that she's wearing some fucking underpants.
Pam, did you go left or right at the bottom of the hole?
Left.
You go left, crawling at your speed. You start hearing scuffling noises behind you. You look back.
It'll be scuffling and like, gosh darn it, Pearl, like, like mumbling.
I'm gonna keep going into the hole.
Okay. Yeah,
like
you
my-
look back about 50 feet behind you. You see Gallon coming in the hole. Giggity.
Giggity.
Oh dear.
Swearing. Gallon, as you get to the bottom, you see that Pearl went to the left.
Pearl, you might as well just wait up. If we're gonna do this, we might as well do it together.
Okay.
So are you stopping, or what are you doing?
I say okay and I keep going.
What are you doing, Gallon?
You know, this just
I
if it were me, I'd just be like, okie dokie, have fun.
Do I
See you
see
later, maybe.
anything different from the last time Pearl and I were in here?
Make a perception check. Make an investigation check. Nope. Looks the same.
And then I keep going after Pearl.
Okay. Pearl and Gallon, both of you make survival checks in the tower for me. Silt, you were heading back over that way.
No, I mean, if I was done with my walk, I wouldn't be heading back over there. I'd just be like waiting to see what everybody else was doing.
Okay. Taddy, what are you doing? You're muted.
Waiting with just hanging out with Sil.
Okay.
So play some dice or some cards or something for funsies.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. So you guys will play some games, waiting for Odessa and Pan to get back before you proceed. So Odessa and Pan.
Really? I mean, so if we were able to already go inside and see that, or if I remembered it from the last time, checking out the outside. Is there any oh fuck, what are they called? They're not their war priests, but any of like their regular priests walking around on the outside?
Oh yeah. No, there is always that one acolyte who comes up to greet you as you enter the temple.
Oh, perfect. Actually, he's the one.
It's not the same one, but there is always that one, like, position filled.
Whoever that is, that's actually the person that I'd like to talk to.
Okay, go for it.
So I would greet him. Hello, sir. Do you have some time for a question or two?
That is my purpose here.
I spoke to a lady today. I've come by kind of a few times just in the past, and I've always been kind of curious about the temple. I mean, I see people coming and going all the time, but nobody ever really like talks about it. I've heard you guys are pretty welcoming, but I don't know anything. I guess my question is can you tell me more about the temple? Or more about Talos, rather?
Of course. And he starts going into a long spiel about how long the temple's been there, established circa fucking
Whatever.
700
Yeah,
years
yeah.
ago, whatever bullshit. Um, and then, yeah, he goes into Talos and discusses how welcoming he is, and all are welcome, and he's the one true God, and
Well, with that, as soon as he says that, I would ask him, um, if that's the case, then you guys must have some kind of celebration. I mean, we had the festival a while back. I forget what that was called. Um, the one I'm talking about. Like they had all like the games and stuff there and stuff like that. Like, do you guys do anything like that for Talos?
oh, that was the spring festival. That was a celebration of Haven, not a celebration of Talos.
Oh, well, I assumed you guys would have some kind of celebration of Talos.
Well, Talos does have his own holidays that we do celebrate, but they are for the worshippers of Talos, not the clergy of Talos. Or did I get... No, I got that backwards. They're for the clergy, not the worship. They're for the clerics, not the people who go to pray.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're saying. So you guys don't have anything for like the general public to like increase your followers, I guess? I mean,
There is
again, I
no
don't know.
need
I'm
to
just
increase
asking.
followers when Talos is the one true God and the only one for any to worship.
Fair.
Every day is a celebration when you worship Talos.
Is Pan there with Odas
That's
right
up
now?
to you. Entirely
If you
up to you.
if you got something, shoot Pan. Otherwise, I got a question for him based on that.
No, I got nothing. I'm just think partially having a stroke trying to hold back everything I want to say.
You look down at Pan and he's...
If I saw him twitching, I would be like, it's okay, my little friend. We'll go get some food here in a minute. I know you're hungry.
Blood sugar getting a little low.
But I would turn back and I would look at the cleric and just say, I ran into someone not so long ago, young gal, who had mentioned to me that there was a bounty out on worshippers for Poseidon. Is that true?
Worshipping false gods is a blight upon the word of Talos, and those who do so shall be punished. Nice one, Becca.
Thank you.
You like that wordplay, huh?
So good.
So when he says that, he's just gonna look at him and go, I mean, yeah, but what? I mean, have you found any?
I am not at liberty to discuss.
I mean, fair. But I would think if, and this is just me, just because I'm really curious about Talos, I would think that you guys would want to make sure that Talos, being the one true God, looks better than any of these false worshippers, right?
Of course we want to, but that is irrelevant. Our wants are nothing compared to the desires of our Lord Talos. He is the desirable. He is the one true God. All others are folly in comparison.
Fair.
Above
Well-
table, Gal and Pearl, I need one more survival check in the tower, please, from each of you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brad.
Well, I hear what you're saying, sir. I really think y'all should have some kind of celebration at least. I mean, just think about it. I'm just a pastor through. I'm just curious. If one wanted to attend a service, would that be okay? Is there anything that I should know if I wanted to come and learn more about Talos?
Simply show up and don't interrupt the worship. Every day at dawn and dusk, we worship in his name.
On and dusk. Okay. I am, if you'll allow for it. I'm gonna say thank you to him, and I'm gonna turn to walk out and kind of guide Pan out a little bit, or like motion for Pan to follow me out. But at the same time, I'm gonna turn back and I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, in a very persuasive way, you really should consider those celebrations. It might liven up the crowd outside. They seem
He
kind of
does kind of a tilted head
down.
bow thing, like a thank you for your suggestion gesture.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted a persuasion roll for that or not.
No.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, and I'm gonna wave and walk off. See if Pan's following me.
Is Pan following?
Yes. Almost unwillingly, like he just wants to throw himself at this dude, like WWE style.
I'm gonna lean down and pat Pan on the shoulder and say, in due time, my friend, in due time. I think we gained some information tonight, don't you?
I think I want them to die slowly, knowing how wrong they've been.
Oh, my friend. Let's go talk.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm whispering this, like keeping it down, kind of like moving them along, like I'm trying to say, hey, come on, go get food, that kind of thing.
Okay. What are you guys up to next?
I think, I don't know, Pan, do you agree with me? I think we would go try to find the others. I mean, we know that they were out trying to do something. So, I mean, Pan, what do you think we should check first? The Rusty Anchor, or should we go check the boat first?
I think we should go the Rusty Anchor. I need a drink.
Okay, we can go do
Something
that. Let's
fruity with a little umbrella.
like getting caught in the rain or something. Huh?
Yeah. Something like a Long Island iced tea, like a good one. Like the bartender wants to sleep with you and they're making you that drink kind of good one.
When he says that, let me see how this works. Make sure this works. I like whisper and cast thaumaturgy like up in the air in the open sky, and just make a soft like thunder coming from the distance. Make it sound like it's coming from the distance. I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder and say, "Hey, you might get that caught in the rain drink."
Let's go get that drink.
All right, buddy, come on.
I know that trick. Let's fucking go. Okay. So you guys go to the Rusty Anchor. You meet the same Trish bartender. Tall halfling, short elf, you're not sure. Yeah, remove your coin for your drinks. Let's jump back to Silton Tatty. At this point, I would say you guys have been sitting there playing cards, dice, every game you can think of for probably about an hour.
Well, Tatty, check my sundial on my wrist. Think
Old
they
school
started
Hercules,
monster
right?
hunting. That's right. They start monster hunting without us?
I hope they didn't.
Which
Thought it was
reminds
fucking
me,
Pearl.
Gal and Pearl, I need another survival check in the tower from you two.
Another one?
Yes.
You want to make a bet on if Pearl jumped down the hole or not?
I mean, it's Pearl. No.
You guys missed it. I just heard Becca laughing from clear across the house.
I didn't hear the laugh, but I heard your microphone click like it was picking something up.
You want to go check on everybody?
Yeah, maybe we better.
All right. Frick, stay here. We're going underground again.
He
I have a feeling.
swoops up, scoops like a mouthful of crickets up off the deck of the ship because they're still out of control, and then up to the crow's nest to his little burrow that he's created. And you guys make your way to the alley. When you get there, you see the crate moved off to the side. It's like 2 skid marks in the flour surrounding the hole, and nobody is around.
Yeah, we are definitely making our way downtown.
I'm
Right.
gonna call out in via the earring.
Pan or Brad, either of you have an earring?
I believe I have an earring.
Oh, Des
Okay,
does.
Pan doesn't.
Okay. So, Odess,
I do.
you hear Silt calling out. You and Tatty are the only ones who hear it.
What up?
Well, you got Gal and Pearl are not here. It looks like the crates have been moved.
You know, coming to the Rusty Anchor is really starting to be bad luck because every time I come here, some shit is going on.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's the Rusty Anchor?
I'm sure
is
it's
this-
the Rusty Anchor
Or is this
every time.
just a redhead that likes to jump down holes problem that we're having?
Well, I got arrested out of here. We had to go run and save her last time. Now we're gonna have to run and save her again. I mean,
It sounds like you're prejudiced just because you got arrested there that one time.
I'm gonna start keeping a checklist of all the shit that happens at the Rusty Anchor.
Yay, Odess has a score sheet now.
Join the club.
I'll let Pan know and we'll be there. And after that, I'm going to tap Pan on the shoulder and say, "Hey, you're gonna need to take your rainy day strength to go, my friend."
Okay.
We gotta go save Pan or Pearl or I don't know, one of your redheads. We gotta go save one of your redheads.
Okay.
And I will.
Oh yeah, where's Yes? Is she still
She
Sleeping?
was passed out on the ship.
okay? I mean, she deserves it. I'm not gonna. Like, get up. Let's go.
So right before we leave, though, I'm going to ask the waitress.
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 There you go.
If she has anything I can leave a note for Alston because I know he frequents this area.
Yeah, we still got the message board there.
Okay. I will leave a note. But can I leave this with you? And I'm gonna slide her 6 gold because I'm sure that'll cover his drinks for the night. When he comes in, will you give this to him and tell him it's from Otis?
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Thank you very much. And as we go to leave, I'm going to fill out a note for Alston and tack it to the board. Well, actually, I'm gonna pull it. Cancel that. I'm gonna pull it down. I'm gonna offer another 4 gold, and I'm gonna hand it to waitress and say, "Hey, can you personally hand this to him privately so that nobody reads it?"
If I see him, I will. Yeah.
Okay. I will hand her another 4 gold and say, "This is for your trouble, and for Bart's trouble, whoever gives it to him." Appreciate
Okay.
you.
Whisper me that note, so I
I
can.
will. But I'm gonna make it
Make
very clear to her that it's a private note. Throwing that out there.
Okay, I got you. Say my first rodeo. It might be my first day, but it's not my first rodeo.
Little PTSD moment there.
I'm gonna give her a gold piece for my drink and for the cup since I'm taking it with me.
That-
And whatever's left over is a tip.
Okay, whatever.
All right, buddy, come on.
And you guys walk across the street. Silt and Taddy are standing there waiting for you.
Very disgruntled looking.
All right. Well, I guess I don't need my disguise anymore. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna keep my disguise on.
I was gonna say,
Right
like,
now.
you really want to take the time to do that?
No, I'm gonna keep it on. Well, I mean, what are we doing here? Did anybody tried to reach Gal at all?
Yeah, she must be more than earrings range away.
So we don't know for sure if they went down there or not.
Correct.
There's signs. But yeah, no, we can't guarantee it was them. But
All right. Well, you guys, what are we doing? Are we going
I mean,
down? I mean, I guess we don't really have a choice.
me and Pan are the smallest. We can probably maneuver down there faster than you guys. I suppose we could go down, scout ahead, see what we can figure out.
Taddy, you can remain in contact
Yeah.
for longer than
Well, and it's dark down
Pan
there
will jump
too.
in.
Well,
Pan jumps in. Okay.
I'm gonna follow Pan.
okay.
Pan hollers out Cowabunga as he jumps.
And Sir Waddles is immediately behind you, as all good robots are. And then there goes
Yeah.
Taddy.
I'll just float down. I'm not falling.
Okay. It's slightly less snug for the two of you than it would be for anybody else.
Yeah, I figured.
Still tight maneuvering though. Silt, Odess, what order are you guys going in, if at all?
I'm gonna look at Silt and say, your choice, Hobie. What you want?
well, shit, if they didn't go down, I don't want I don't want all of us down in that hole if they can give us some information. You want to wait for some information, see if they see any tracks or anything.
I mean, yeah, we can. Taddy's got an earring. We can just keep in contact with him over the earring until he either goes out of range or
Well, he's
something,
got
and then
I didn't turn it on before I left. I know what you're thinking.
that's fine. I'm gonna say over the earring, Taddy, keep in contact with us, and then as soon as you start feeling whether you got a hum through this earring or what, I don't care. Just stay in contact with us, and as soon as you go out of range, I'm going to jump down the hole and try to act as a relay.
Long distance hums. That's 50 gold, buddy.
Yeah, not today, my friend. We're gonna call this the 5-finger friend discount.
Okay. Pan and Taddy, you guys are both at the bottom of the hole. how would you like to proceed? It tees off and goes either left or right.
All right.
Not you, Pearl.
Oh, sorry. Fuck. I'm excited.
Panor and Taddy.
Oh, I thought you said a Pam. Okay.
No.
I mean,
I'm
is there
calling me
any
Pam altogether.
is there any
Just call me Q.
signs?
Assuming that you guys are specifically looking for
Yeah.
Gallon and Pearl, go ahead and make me a survival check to try to determine if you can see if they went a specific direction.
Hey,
Beautiful. Taddy, you forgot to put your night vision goggles on, so you can't see shit at the bottom of this hole. You're just looking around, squinting, like it'll help make things brighter. Pan, you immediately see hand and knee prints going left.
That's good, because I was going to go left either way, so. Left, my friends.
Oh,
so are you
okay.
relaying?
yes,
what you
I'm going to relay that. That's what I was about to say.
All right, fucking let's go down the
There's
hole,
one-
I guess.
There's hands and knee marks according to Pan. They went left. Of course, then again, they were. What, Pan was down here before, wasn't she? Well, they were both down here before. So I don't know. Can we determine if those are old or new?
The ground is mushy and wet, seeing as it's below sea level, so it's near impossible to tell how fresh they are.
Okay. Well, we know we know which way they went when they were down here, and whether or not they came back down here, I don't know. But we're going left.
All right. Still,
I'm
are we
gonna
following
try.
them?
I'm gonna try and gauge our distance because I know there's X amount of 300 feet for these
Mhm.
earrings. So I'm gonna make sure I stop before I hit that mark.
Okay. Yeah, so you crawl doing periodic check-ins. The thought of whether or not those prints were fresh or old is quickly solved as you get what is definitely farther than what they would have gotten in the 30 seconds they were down here last time. At one point when you do one of your check-ins, there's no response, and you back up a little bit, and then Odess is there again. So you know that is, you're at the edge of your 300 feet.
And there's signs that they kept going.
Yes. Yep. You've been following their tracks the whole time.
Okay, so yeah, I would relay that. Okay, I determined that we're at range for the earrings. There's signs that they went further. We're going to keep going, but we're not going to be able to stay in contact. So either
right.
you guys are going to have to follow, or
Well, so I guess we're following.
Yep, looks like it.
You did tell them that for sure they're down here now.
yeah, there's
Oh,
signs
yeah.
that they went further.
Okay, sorry I didn't hear that. I just wanted to check.
Yep.
All right. Well, so you want to go first? You want me to go first? Flip a coin.
Yep, let's
Bob
flip
Tave.
a coin.
Above table Otis first. That way you can shove him if he needs it.
Oh dear.
Both of you roll a d20. Whoever gets the higher number wins.
Wins? Goes first, how about?
Oh, sorry, that was the wrong number.
You got 80 out of 20. Woo.
I'm going to Vegas, baby. 80 on a 20.
Odess goes first then. Silk brings up the rear. Okay. So you four are in the tunnel. I would venture to say Silt and Odess, you'll catch up to Taddy and Pan at some point throughout the way, and the four of you keep following the tracks. As previously described, this tunnel is just big enough for hands and knees crawling. So it's a little more comfortable if you're a small creature like Taddy or Pan, but it is still hands and knees for everybody. We're going to jump back over to Pearl and Gallon. You guys have been crawling now for 45 minutes, maybe an hour. There have been multiple points where the tunnels will branch off and go in different directions. There's even been a couple of moments where you pass through an intersection that you had previously crawled before, indicating that most of these
Oh my
tunnels are connected.
Terrible.
At one point, you even considered turning back, and then realized you are completely fucking lost.
Is that possible with my ability?
I believe we've had that conversation before, and I believe it is, but let me double check. Remind me which ability it is. I don't think you have it anymore.
I think
was-
it might have been. Oh wait.
I think that was part of your background on your previous character, your previous Gallon. And
Hold
it
on,
went
Brad's yelling at me.
away.
Give me a second. Brad says it's favored terrain, but I don't think I have that anymore.
Nope, you have favored enemy, not favored terrain.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess, but fucking lost.
Yep. So no, that was a 5e thing. We're in 2024 5e.
Okay, just
So
double checking.
5e legacy. So, yep, you
5.5.
guys. Yeah, you guys are lost, short of tracing your footsteps back and spending an hour doing that. But you decide to just push on a little bit farther, and eventually, you find yourselves in an open area, kind of like a cave mine, where
Mhm.
you're able to stand up a little bit, but you still have to like squat and bend over to be able to walk. The immediate tunnels leading into this room were the same. So this room and the tunnels around it, you're able to stand up and walk, but you have to do so at half speed. And
Okay.
there is your map. As you walk in, off to the left, you see a large pile of mud-covered bones. And Gallon, off to the right around the pillar, you see what you think is wood lying on the ground.
I go and investigate.
Okay, so you're going right.
Yep.
Go ahead and move your token. Okay. Coming around the corner, you can see what was once a makeshift campsite of sorts. There is a desk and chair, both of which are broken and unsalvageable. Scattered around the broken table are old mud-covered pieces of parchment and books. On that far wall there is a old campfire. Next to that is a very old and worn down bed that's like up on stilts to keep it from getting wet.
I'm gonna go investigate the parchment in the books.
Okay. Most of the parchment and books are garbage. You pick them up and look at them. The water's gotten to them. The ink has run. They are illegible. You do find one book, however, which seems to be a journal that I just put in your inventory, and you can still read some of the entries on it.
Okay.
Uh,
I will
so-
definitely take that.
Okay, yep, you've got it. If you're gonna read it or at least skim it, it's in your inventory. And while you do that, Pearl, what are you doing?
I'm going to explore.
Okay, well, you can move your token wherever you want to explore.
Yeah, I'm trying. Give me a second. I'm frozen. Alright, so I'm gonna move around here for now. Bunch of bones.
You're
I
moving
see.
over to the bones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got you.
I'm gonna investigate for any. I want to see if there's any fresh flesh.
Okay.
Any indication that there has been recently a murder, like today, yesterday, that type of thing.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. With a nat 20. Look at that.
Of course, I'm in FBI mode today.
As you go through the pile, you're able to scavenge about 50 gold pieces, which I just put in your inventory for you.
Beautiful.
But you look through the skeletons, the corpses. Some of them are in various states of decomposition. Most of them are far enough gone that it's impossible for you to tell how long they've been there. The
Okay.
ones that you can tell or have an idea of at least look to be around a month old, maybe a little bit less than that.
Oh wow. Okay.
And that's only 2 of the maybe 60 bodies you figure are here.
Okay. I might keep walking after I explore that.
You'd come around the corner, you'd see Gallon standing there with a book, as well as the previously described campsite.
Gonna explore the little area and say to Gallon, Gallon, I found some money. And I'm gonna give her half of that, so I'll give her 25 since she's here because of me. Here you go, buddy, for all your troubles. Look what I found. Take half.
So Gallon, give yourself 25 gold. I took yours off, Pam.
Thank you.
What are you two doing?
Would I have finished that journal?
Yeah, it's a quick enough skim that in the time it took her to look through those bodies, you would have finished every readable entry in it.
What did I glean from it?
It's in your inventory. You didn't read it.
Oh. Can I?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Chat GPT put in some work making that journal for you last week.
Okay. No, you're right. I apologize.
Dude, GPT, man, that's just hella fun.
I had to slap it on the PP once or twice to get it on track, but it came out all right.
It can be helpful as shit, dude.
I'm gonna ask Gallon, what does it say? Does it say where he went, where his next victim is going to be?
It's the ramblings of someone becoming more and more unhinged.
No.
The rest of you, the 4 of you, give me survival checks at advantage to maintain the tracks.
What is our plan now that we're here? Oh, cool clover dice.
Right?
Did you show her the diary, Gallon?
I will show her the diary.
I will.
Do you want me to just drag it over into the
Oh, I got it.
chat?
There it is for you, Pam. Sorry, Pearl.
Oh. Thanks.
Everyone else ignore for the time being. Or read it. I don't really care. Gallon and Pearl, as you're discussing next steps, go ahead and make perception checks for me. Beautiful. As you're discussing, you hear an echoey noise coming from the tunnels and just echoing through the chamber. You stop and listen. Sounds like a dragging, like when you drag something through mud noise.
A gal's gonna bury herself in the pile of bones.
Hmm.
To hide herself.
Okay, make a stealth check for me. So Pearl, you witness Callan just waddle, like duck walk past you, and then you hear the clinking of bones as she buries herself. You glance around the corner and she's buried.
What the fuck are you doing?
Dude, I heard dragging and I am not here to mess with that shit.
In here?
You didn't hear, you heard it too!
I didn't hear nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no
You didn't hear that
dragging.
dragging?
But you know
Well-
what? Just in case, let me jump
Literally,
in there
wait,
with you.
am I crazy, DM? You did say we both heard it.
Yeah, you both heard it.
I'm trying to act like I didn't hear it, so
I
I'm
know.
not afraid and panic. So at that point, I'm like, okay, let me keep you company real quick, and I'm gonna dive in.
Is there enough room for both of us?
I'm gonna make it happen.
No, how about you go hide under that sofa
I'm
bed?
not going there by myself.
Make a stealth check. Click advantage when you roll it, Pearl.
Oh my! I didn't.
We'll do it again and click advantage so that it just rolls straight because the noise is irrelevant.
Okay. Oh, almost a one.
So you're slightly less covered, but I mean you've got bones on top of you.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay, so that'll give each of you a +10, and I'm just gonna use them on your previously established rolls because that'll give her 21 and you a 31. So
Yep, that's what we're doing.
okay, just make sure you mark off your spell slot.
Done.
Okay. As you lay there, the noise grows louder. Pearl, you're like doing the ET in the closet thing where just your eyes are visible and you're looking. And you see, come around the corner, right here, Silt.
Me.
Shh.
Oh.
Fake you. Got it.
Silt comes around
No,
the
no, no,
corner.
wait. That thing never saw Silt.
It saw
That's right.
what,
So it's
yeah.
Random
one of Silt's
person.
personas.
Okay, I am going to not say anything. And I'm not gonna I'm gonna like grip Pearl, like signal like don't fucking move.
I'm
bear
very
with
still.
Me just 1 second. We're just gonna do this. That was a human, right? So
Yeah.
Yes.
Just to be draggled.
there. So you see Silt's persona dragging a what seems to be younger human into the chamber. Stops about 10 feet away from where you lie, buried in the corpse pile. And you watch as it cradles this human boy's head, lifting him up off the ground. He's unconscious, by the way, the dragged human. And you watch as Silt's persona drops its form, turning to its true self. Its mouth and eyes void, and its mouth gapes and opens wide, and you see... You ever watch the new It movies?
No,
Uh-huh. I know
when-
exactly which one you're talking about.
You know when he opens his mouth and it's like the void thing? It's like that, but
Yeah.
it's dark instead of light. It's darkness. Just kind of shoots out of his mouth, and you watch as this human boy withers and crumples up, like becoming mummified, essentially, before it stops.
Like all the other victims.
The whole process takes 2-3 minutes. Just as it finishes, and the hollowed one tosses the corpse onto the pile you are hidden in,
That's awesome.
you hear Silt's voice in your earring, Gallon.
I
Can you
respond
hear
back.
me?
Oh, yeah. I respond back and say, yes, I can hear you. We are in this thing's hidey hole. It is here with us, and it just threw a body on top of us because we're hidden under a pile of skeletons.
It moves just out of your eyesight, and you hear the clinking of wood.
Does Silt respond?
It's up to Silt.
Oh, that was actually me, not.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that was actually... I'm assuming you'd be checking in every so
Yes,
often.
yes,
Yeah,
I would be.
because you're...
But also, I don't know what
that's
kind of
you do.
hijinks this thing's.
I
up
know
to.
that's... Yeah, no, that was actually you, Silt.
Okay, so by that token, I would know that we are heading in at least the correct direction.
You know
'Cause
you're
I assume that
within
we've seen-
300 feet. At
Yeah,
this
we've seen, like,
specific moment.
crosses and tunnels and everything else.
Yeah,
too.
you guys, you all rolled really good on your survival checks. You have been following their course of travel to ensure you follow it specifically.
Well, I would convey that we're close and that the monster's there with them and that they're hiding in a pile of bones and I guess let's crawl quietly.
I'm gonna very quietly whisper to Pearl that like I could hear Salt in the earring and that they're on their way, and perhaps we should just bunker down until they get here.
I'm gonna pinch you, which means I heard you.
Make a stealth check for me, Gallon.
No. That'd be good. Oh, mercy. Oh, mercy.
Oh God.
Oh, I'll bow to the mighty gal.
My goodness gracious.
Okay. You wait, knowing your party is near. he comes back into sight, having done a lap around. Make insight checks for me,
Oh,
both of you.
oh God. Reed, I need you to move your paw, sweetie. Difficult time. Could be worse.
So Pearl, you're not really sure what it's doing, Pearl. But Gallon,
Okay.
having studied animals and sentient beings alike, you see this thing moving around all quadrupedal like, meaning on all fours, like it's designed to do so. And its face is down to the ground, as if smelling.
I'm gonna be real still and just keep watching it.
You watch as it inches closer and closer to the pile of bones.
I'm really hoping this above table, this newly decomposing corpse is hiding a lot of our scent.
Either of you doing anything?
I'm sweating.
I got the heebie-jeebies over here.
I'm going to jump back
No,
to
I'm
the
not.
four of you in the tunnel for a moment. Describe to me, knowing that thing is in that cavern with them, describe to me how you are moving through the tunnels as you continue making your way towards them.
I would also tell everybody, try not to look at it in its not face. By the way.
I mean,
Pan would be moving at a swift but steady pace, possibly whispering, "I ho, hi ho, hi ho, it's off to work I go."
Okay.
Nice.
I assume in a mining hat.
so to clarify, Silt and Gal, they were talking over the earring, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Which means everyone else who had an earring should have probably heard it.
So I mean, we're trugging along. We haven't heard an update from Gal in a hot minute, right? Or in a minute at least.
Yeah, I'd say a minute.
I mean, I would probably call back out on the earring and, hey, what's going on? I think the last info we got was that this thing was in there with them, right?
They were gonna hunker down.
Yeah.
She said to us.
I would like you would hear it whispering back, like me whispering back over the earring, like, I think it smells us.
I would also make sure to tell you not to look at its not face.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to do that.
Wait, you think or you know it smells you?
It's like on all fours smelling the ground, and it's coming closer.
Do we know DM as our group, not including the two that are already in there? Do we know that there's a bunch of other tunnels that run off of this, and then
Oh yeah, you're well past that point. You've seen multiple intersections and crisscrosses. You guys are just following their path wherever it takes you, because you know it'll take you to them.
okay. Well, I guess my final question is Gal, do you think this thing's gonna find you?
And I say, I hope not, but it looks like it might.
I'm gonna break off on just a quick side tunnel. I'm not going all the way down it, but just a side tunnel that we pass. And I'm gonna let Silk know. Hey, I'm gonna be right with you. I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy down that side tunnel. It says it can go up to 30 feet. So if it can go up to 30 feet, however far I can get it away from us, I'm going to
Okay.
do that. And I'm going to have it make an instantaneous sound of a young child crying.
Beautiful. Gallon and Pearl, you watch as this hollowed one, damn near within arm's reach of Gal, shoots its head up, hearing a child cry in the distance, and then take off down a tunnel.
I see which tunnel it goes down.
Yeah.
Okay. I would wait a little bit longer until it was further away. And then I would say, hey, they're in the tunnels. I think we should probably go.
You're going to hear her call out, Gal. Are you guys okay? That's via the earring. Sorry, I should specify that.
Anyway, like I said, I'd say, yeah, we're good. It just ran off down a tunnel. And then I would look at Pearl and be like, let's wait a little bit longer, make sure it's fully gone, and then we can pop out of here.
Wouldn't we be better off fighting it there in that cave where people can stand upright?
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think
I mean,
you're aware of the standing upright at this point, Pan.
Oh, they didn't explain that part?
I guess my question is Gal, what tunnel did he go down?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 tunnels that lead into this cave.
Allow me to specify. We're following you. Did he come down the one that you came in?
No.
Okay.
He went down to the one directly to the left of it.
So I'm going to put out on the earring. Heads up. We may have incoming. Be careful.
Oh, hell no. Scoot, I'm going to be pushing Taddy and Pan forward so we can get out into the knot. So we can get behind it or not meet it there in the tunnel.
Hey, I could only move as fast as the little one in front of me goes.
Yep,
If
I'm
we see
helping you
another-
guys.
If
So
we
you
see another tunnel,
so you guys are half
Don't.
speed, and I drew the tracks that you're following.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
shit,
I'm
we're on the
still
map.
following the little robot, so.
all right. Well,
So Pan, you're at the front.
either way, Pan, let's go.
I look at Pearl and I'm like, okay, it sounds like they're coming. Let's pop out of here and we'll come up with a plan.
Perfect.
Just half speed for right now, Pan. One turn at a time. Jeremy, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry I was muted. I'm eating chips and dip.
Appreciate it.
We're following Pan, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'll move you guys all along.
Okay. When we
Why
go
am I
down
going
and
half speed?
Because of the size of the tunnel.
Oh, okay.
And
As the
it's
last-
muddy ground, so it's just rough.
As the last person, I will be on my very most heightened awareness and have some Eldritch Blasts. If I see anything, I'm ready.
Okay.
PM, is there? We haven't gone down this tunnel, right? I
No.
probably should change that color. When we pass it, I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy down that one again too.
Okay.
Because I think I went this way last time, right? Over here.
Yeah.
Okay. But this time I'm gonna do it as an adult laughing.
Okay. Easy enough. You four give me perception checks. Gallon and Pearl, are you two doing anything or are you just holding tight?
Waiting.
Okay.
You said perception, right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I'm gonna get out of the pile of bones with the decomposing body.
Okay. Caddy, perception. Mike,
Yeah.
perception check.
13.
All right. Next set of movement. Another round of perception checks, and Pearl and Gallon. Anything else you guys are doing?
I'm gonna get off too, and I'm gonna kind of move a little bit just closer to where we came from.
How close you want to be?
I'm trying to move. Oh, you're moving me.
There.
I'm gonna go down, like, and look
Yeah.
to
Like
keep an eye
that.
on this tunnel.
Yeah, you look, you don't see anything down that tunnel. You're starting to hear an echoey squish noise, as if something is moving through the tunnels, but you two can't figure out where it's coming from because of the echo.
Hmm.
Another round of perception checks.
Damn it. Before we move out of this tunnel, I was going to cast Thaumaturgy down that way.
Okay.
A woman screaming this time.
Gallon, Pearl, anything else?
Hunkered down until they get here, and listening and actively listening to see if we can hear this thing.
Same.
Okay, perception checks from you two as well. Something is getting closer. And now you know it's coming from the tunnel that you guys came in.
I would I would talk over the earring and say, "Are you guys
You've been hearing the thaumaturgies that Odas has been setting off in the
Setting
distance. But you
but I
don't
wouldn't know it was
where.
them unless I asked."
Those are all echoes. So you don't
Right.
know how far they are, how close they are.
Okay, so then I would ask over the earring, "Do you guys hear those screams?"
I would come back with, yeah, those are me. I'm trying to buy you some time.
Okay, well, it still hasn't come back yet, so far so good. Just try not to draw too much attention to yourself.
Well, I have no idea how close we are to you, so we'll
think I
see
have
how
anything
well
to
this
make any-
goes.
Noise to
Oh, no. If you say that over the earring, I'm gonna be like, no. Don't do that. Bad gal.
Haven't decided what I was gonna do yet.
I mean, do you?
Another round of perception checks from everybody. And I think I undermoved you there a little bit. So with this round, Pearl, you would see Pan come around the corner down the tunnel that you guys came in. Pearl and
Yeah.
Pan. Pearl and Pan, you guys see each other.
They're just
Oh my
like, no
god,
big-
look, they're here.
Or wave. Like the Forrest Gump wave.
Okay,
Oh, you
guys, go,
guys.
go. They're here. Let's go.
What are you guys doing?
Guess I'm waiting for them to fully come in the tunnel so we can come up
They're
with a
right.
plan.
They're
They-
right
they-
there, Galen. We can go. It's okay.
These tunnels are still tight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so literally, I think the rest of us are just going to stand here till Pan does something.
I'm gonna move
Uh,
forward towards them
did-
into the big.
And did Pearl say that very loudly?
Knowing Pam, yes.
Then Gal's gonna like rush up on her and like cover her, put her mouth like a hand over her mouth.
Oh my god, so you don't have to do. I think it's okay right there.
Shut up! Shut up! Shush! Respectfully and affectionately, shush!
I love you, but shut up.
Of course, they'd probably walk in and see that.
Yeah, you guys, anybody who can see their tokens, you see Galen with her hand over Pearl's mouth, and Pearl's.
Pan covers his eyes and goes, "I'm sorry, did we interrupt something?"
Nah, little buddy, this is pretty normal for them.
And then I'm gonna look at them, like put one finger over my mouth in the shush movement, and then I'm gonna point to the tunnel behind me.
Which one did she point at?
Pin it.
The one closest to her. That one.
Okay. I am. Are we inside the room yet?
Yeah, can I just move up to him then?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's when, once we get to the opening, I'm gonna like shift over this way just to
It
keep an eye
is
on things.
Big enough in this chamber that Pan and Tatty, you guys can walk normally. However, if you are walking, you are still half speed.
How tall is it?
Like 4 feet, 4.5 feet. Four feet. We go with 4. Silt, I need another perception check from you. Okay. As you walk into the cave, you turn to do one last check behind you. And behind you, you see the hollowed one standing there. Kind of... I can't think of the word. It's like lapsadaisical. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but it's like it's sitting, it's there, it's on all four, and it's just kind of body is limp and its head is tilted to the side. And you only see it for that split second before it takes off down the cave.
Was that enough to have me get my blasts off since I was waiting for it?
Yes. Because it took off in the split second that you turned around, the first one you throw will be a straight throw, and the rest of them will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
That hits. That one misses. Do you get 2 or 3? I forget.
Just 2.
Okay. Okay. The rest of you just heard Silt let off a bunch of Eldritch Blast. I feel like this is going to be a good time to go ahead and have everybody roll initiative. Just for the sake of keeping track of things.
Okay.
Damn, so really? A 3?
Listen. I had my turn, so.
Pearl, just need 1 from you.
Didn't I do it? I did it.
No, I didn't get 1 from you.
Okay.
There you go. All right. So everyone except for Silt, you can go interchangeably in this moment, but follow your action economy.
Okay. I can tell you, I'm just gonna move up against the wall.
Okay.
And just kind of, I am the wall, hide. You know what I mean?
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for what it's worth. I mean, you are kind of covered in mud from crawling through a muddy tunnel, so you may become one with the wall if you roll high enough. And you're within 30 feet, so you get a +10 from Gallon right now.
Okay, 34 then?
You become the wall.
The hell did Taddy just go?
You pick up 2 handfuls of mud and just slap it against your face because that was the only part of you not covered in mud, and then you just squish into the wall, and you are Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator.
Hell yeah!
There's just a set of eyes on the wall. Okay. So that takes care of Taddy. Who wants to go next?
I'm casting Disguise Self.
Is that
So I can
concentration? Because if it is, Pass Without a Trace will drop.
Let me check.
I don't think it is.
Yeah,
It
it
is
might
One
be.
that I used.
It is
Oh,
not.
it's
Yeah,
not?
we're good. Yeah.
Speaking of which,
It might have a long casting time though.
that it might.
Check that.
That's the concentration for Pass Without a Trace. Disguise Self. Oh, it only takes an action.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna look like that nondescript human from the party. Keep it simple.
Okay.
I don't need this thing changing into what I look like so that people get confused.
Okay. Anything else for you?
I'm gonna stay put and just keep my eye on this tunnel.
Okay. Pearl, Odess, and Pan. What do you guys? Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay, what are you doing?
Gonna move a little bit this way. Boop. Just in case shit hits the fan.
Okay.
Can she see it?
No.
No.
Am I able to move or?
Yeah,
Ooh,
we're going
Okay.
interchangeably for you first punch.
So. I don't know why it's not giving me movement. Oh, there it goes. I'm going to move down to that tunnel. And cast Thaumaturgy as far down as I can.
Okay.
Have it be a barking dog or whatever animal, random bird, whatever
A squawking
is on
bird.
Haven. Yeah, squawking bird. There we go.
Okay.
Go down the hallway. And then I'm going to, since we're turn based, I'm going to click my boots together and activate my boots.
Okay. So that'll put you at
Um,
regular speed for as long
Yeah,
as
so that should give me another 15.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move 15, move there. Move away from the door.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
Go ahead.
go ahead. Sorry. No, I was just gonna say something real quick
Nope, go for it.
over the earring and just say really quick to everybody, just in case this thing does manage to get our image, what is something right now that nobody else would know? Doesn't have to be any super secret thing. It just has to be something that no random person would know.
Make up hand signals.
I'm a virgin.
Okay.
If
well,
you have an earring, you can respond. So Pearl and Pan, I don't believe you two can respond to that.
That's true. It's pretty obvious anyway.
Mm.
Anybody
I mean,
respond?
are you asking for like a vocal fact or something
I'm-
that we can identify ourselves in the heat
Yes.
of the moment?
something that we can identify ourselves, that if he manages to get a mirror image of us, we need to be able to identify the other.
Why don't we?
I mean, we only got 6 seconds, so it's got to be like.
Let's do. I'll say over it. Let's do hand signals, and then I'm gonna hold up my hand, and I'm going to do. It's the only thing I can think of at the time. I'm so sorry, guys. Thumb and index finger, and it's like tweaking a nipple for Poseidon's nipple.
Got
Like,
it.
Rubbing
Love
them
it.
together.
Oh my god.
Love
So
it.
like a world's smallest violin thing.
Yeah, like that, but know that it's for Poseidon's left nipple.
Okay, so that's the challenge. The answer to that is you have to actually like cover your like. I'll turn the camera quick.
Cover your tit.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta be like,
Perfect.
that's the answer. Anything outside of that, fuck them.
Kill him dead.
So everyone except for Pearl and Pan are aware of that conversation.
We could also shout out like words that we know, like Lena or rock in a hard place. I mean, you know, something like that.
Okay.
That's
So 6
true.
seconds, I'm going to stop the conversation there. Jeremy, did you want to do anything?
I am going to take out my gun. Hide behind Sir Waddle's back with just the barrel sticking over his shoulder.
Okay. I'll put you like right
You know,
there.
brave big boy shit.
Yeah, no, I got you. Okay. As you all move into your desired positions, Pearl, you see the Hollowed One come running on all four straight at you. Makes 2 claw strikes. First one hits. Second one misses. And then it disappears. Silt, your turn.
Did I see that?
You heard it.
Well, knowing how fast it goes, I'm just going to presume that this is going to be a hand-to-hand fight. So I'm going to relay via telepathy to Pearl the signals. Might show her. It's like turn around, look. And we do it. Is Pan's probably close enough that I can just say it to him.
Yeah, I mean, they're both within 10, 15 feet of you.
Well, I want to be quiet about it. Pearl's a little bit further away. And I'll just wait to tell Pan. And then I will, if I'm not bonded already, I'll bonus action bond my silvered claw.
Okay.
And I guess this is as good a place as any. I'll keep my eyes on the tunnel instead of the room. And get ready to attack if it comes upon me.
All right.
Can you ready just an attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's what
you
I'm
can
doing.
ready an action. So anything
Okay,
you
then
can do as an action for your action, you can hold for a specific moment. And you have to
I would
describe what that moment is.
If it comes up into my space, then I would hold my attack.
Okay.
For that moment.
All right. Gallon, you're up.
I'm gonna spread out since there's multiple tunnels. Am I moving at half speed?
Yes.
15. Back to the pile of bones.
Beautiful. As you come around that corner, you can see it in this tunnel over here.
Damn, it moves fast. I'm going to shoot at it with my
It would have been
longbow.
another half step back.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at it with my longbow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna I've got Dreadful Ambusher, and I'm going to Hunter's Market.
Okay, so bonus action Hunter's Mark first. Go ahead and do all the concentration tags and stuff with that.
Did I do it?
Put the marked target there.
Oh, sorry.
You put the wrong one on you, but that's fine.
Of course.
You'll need that one eventually anyways. Okay, so go ahead and make your first attack. So your first shot misses.
I've got the lucky.
Yes, you do. You can definitely mark off a use of that. Well, hold on, because we went over this, I think, last week. So they changed it. I'll let you do it this once, but moving forward
that's
from
right.
now on, they changed it. You can burn a luck point to give yourself advantage on a roll. The old lucky is you can burn a luck point to re-roll. Now it's you can give yourself advantage on the roll.
Oh, gotcha. Well, no, we can stick with it. That's fine. I'll just move on. We'll go on to the next one.
No, it's fine. It's new. We just established it last week. I'll let you do the re-roll this time, but moving forward, I won't. That hits. You've already got the Hunter's Mark damage. If you want your Dreadful Strike, you just have to put that on you, and then roll damage. Shot hits. Make sure you mark off your use of Dreadful Strike, and then go ahead with your second attack. Hits.
And then
Put the Hunter's Mark damage on yourself again. You have to do that every
that's what
time.
I thought. I just couldn't remember if the Dreadful Strike was again or if it was for each round. And I think it's for each round.
Dreadful Strike is once per turn. But Hunter's Mark is every time you deal damage to that target. To the marked target. Okay. You've done 6 points of damage to it.
Perfect. And I do get a third one. Do I not?
Don't believe so.
Yep, I think you're right. Okay.
Yeah, because your extra attack, you only get one. And I think that was old rules. You get the third attack.
Alright, then that is my turn.
Okay. Pearl.
Son of a bitch. Did I see where he went?
You do not, but you kind of get like a half step back from being clawed by the thing, and then you hear the familiar twang twang of Galen's bow rapid firing, and as you glance over your shoulder, you can see it on the far side of the cave.
Okay, let's boom boom this bitch.
Okay. Your boomstick is a square, and you're not close enough. So
I'm going close. I'm hauling ass.
Okay, so you can move 15, we'll call it 20 feet. So that'll get you right there. If you wanted to dash, you could move another 20 feet.
Yeah, I'm dashing. Hauling ass.
But then you wouldn't be able to attack.
Well, I still can attack from here anyway, not with the boom boom.
You have your pistol.
Yeah,
You can shoot it with the pistol, you just can't shoot it with the boomstick.
I wanted to do the boomstick. Okay, let's try to get him a little ill. So let me stay where I am. Mm. And let's do some pistol shenanigans.
Okay. You get 2 shots. Why was that?
No idea.
Oh, well, that was your 2 shots. First one misses, second one hits.
Oh, okay. Well,
So go ahead and roll damage one time.
Are these silvered bullets that we made for you?
yes, sir.
Whatever you're doing, you're rolling twice, Pam.
I don't know why it's rolling twice. Am I an advantage or something?
No, you're like double clicking or something.
Let me try again. Just
No,
once.
no, don't roll again.
Okay.
I will give it the higher of the 2 that you just rolled. So you did 11 points of damage there. Because of your weapon property on your pistol, you get advantage on your next attack, which will be your next turn unless you wanted to action surge to attack again.
Action search to attack again.
Okay, mark off your action surge and take 2 more attacks. The first one is at advantage.
Does she need to keep track of bullets?
She does.
Okay, so
I've got that set up for her.
So the extra one that she did there, does that?
No, because
No, it's not when you roll.
she gets 2 attacks.
Okay, so it goes off when you attack, not when you roll damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that one hits. So go ahead and roll damage. Beautiful. And because of Vex, you get advantage again. I don't know if I like these mastery properties. If you use a Vex weapon, you just keep getting advantage as long as you keep hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, hits, roll damage. Alright. Anything bonus action for you?
No.
Alright. Odess, you are up then. It has half cover, 3/4 cover from you right now. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Thank you. I am going to try to hit it with a sacred flame.
Oh, okay. That just requires you to be able to see it, right?
Correct. And it says that it gains no benefit from half cover or 3/4 cover if it was safe.
Okay.
So. Oh, fuck. I put the damn screen right over the thing.
It fails.
Holy shit, it actually worked for
Yo.
once. Fuck, Sacred
All
Flame
right.
like never works.
I was going to say, then watch you roll 1s on the damage, but
No.
7's not too bad.
All right, so I have that for. Is it like? Does it look like it's like popping out of, like it's about to come out of the tunnel?
It's definitely facing the chamber, but it's haunched on all 4. Make an insight check.
Hey, what do you know? Something I'm actually good at. Maybe not.
You have no idea. It's just there.
I take that back.
It's just enough around the corner. You can't tell what its intention is.
So above table, insight has the highest modifier out of all of my abilities, and it's the one that I roll lowest on every single time. Yeah, so I would probably in 6 seconds would say, hey, it's over here. I have an idea. Maybe circle up.
Okay. That end your turn?
And that will end my end my turn. Maybe I'll dip back this way a little bit, keeping an eye on it, but get back that.
All right, Taddy.
Okay. Alright, so what's this? Um, 60 feet. Yeah, he is close enough.
You've got good line
Can
of
I
sight on him.
Yeah, that was my next question. With all that debris in the middle there, I
Yeah,
was
no,
curious.
that's all broken stuff. It's all flat for the most part. So you've got
Okay.
line of sight. You are
Okay.
hidden, so you've got advantage.
All right. So, yeah, let's check my psychic blade. See what happens.
That hits.
Right. Yeah, we're just gonna go all out damage for this one.
Your blade passes straight through this beast.
Okay. I wasn't 100% sure what would happen because of the whole, I mean, they're psychic blades, you know?
Mhm.
So I had to test the theory.
You know that your shot was spot on. Your throw was spot on. But you watched as the blade just went straight through him, and then you felt the little poof of it disappearing.
Damn. Okay. All right. So 60 feet. We are limited to half speed down here, was it?
If you're walking half speed.
Is that for
Okay.
Taddy too? Because he smelled.
So if Taddy is flying in this small cave, he gets full speed. But if he's walking, because of the mud, it's rough terrain, so it's half speed.
Okay, it's the one.
No, and yeah, if that's the case, then I'm definitely floating, like, yeah, an inch above of the fucking mud. Okay, so I'm gonna move 30 feet there. Is that no? That's not against the wall.
No, that's not. You want to be like right in front of Odes?
Yes, I'm gonna shift myself down a little bit there.
Yeah, that'd still be 30 feet right there. So
Okay, and I'm just gonna slap against the wall again.
okay. Make a stealth check at disadvantage.
Okay. I mean, am I close enough for that boost? If not, it's still 22, but
You're within 30 feet, so yeah.
so that'd be 32, yeah.
Okay. So you snug up against the wall. Does that end your turn?
Yes, it's my turn.
All right. Pan and Sir Waddles.
Okay. So I'm assuming that I know he's over this direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What is Sir Waddles? 40.
And he's half speed as well. So he's 20.
Okay. We will move over to there.
So hold on one second. Because your base movement is 25. Which means half of that is 12. Would round up to 15 just for shits and giggles. So you'd actually be right there.
Okay.
So 15 for your half movement.
How far away from him am I? Okay. Yep. He's within range.
45 feet. Fails.
And he is prone.
Is
And there's
that-
a 10-foot
Okay,
grease. It's
got
a
it.
10-foot thing of grease there. So if anybody has a fire spell, we got a pig to roast. That will be it for me.
Sorry, just reading the spell in case they changed it.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
It's all right. So you see him. Oh, sorry, Sir Waddles.
Oh, he would just move, forward as far as he can towards it.
Would he stay with you or keep going?
No, I'm having him charge.
Okay, so I'd put him right there.
Okay.
All right.
And that would be him.
That brings us to. Oh, did you want Sir Waddles to dash?
Yes.
Did say charge, so that'd be. I'd put him there actually. Okay. You see the hollowed one get up and start clambering the walls. Very similar to the early days of hanging out with Pearl when she would wall walk and need her hands and feet to do so. He wall climbs around the corner, plopping down right in front of Sir Waddles, where he is going to claw at him twice. First one missing. Second one hitting. And then you see him just kind of lean back into the shadows on the wall behind him, and he disappears. Silt, you're up.
Okay. Maybe I'll try taking a page out of Taddy's book. What happens if I fly down here?
Same thing.
Okay.
This is the grease square, by the way. In case anybody was wondering.
Okay, so I will smear some mud on my face. And fly over here.
Okay. And it was an action for you to cast fly, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And I will try to stealth into the wall.
Okay. So there's no roll for you because it was an action to cast fly, and you don't have a bonus action hide. But you are up against the wall as best as you can. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna bonus action switch to Grand Tempest.
Okay, that'd be a quick action because they're both
It's
readily available on your belt.
no bonus action to
For your
yeah,
bond.
to bond.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
I still have my claw on. I'll put my dagger away and get him.
Okay. Gotcha. Is that end your turn?
Yep.
Gallon, you're up.
I'm going to Move here, noticing that we're starting to get a blind spot. And not knowing where he is, that's my move.
That's your turn, or is that just your move?
That's my turn. That's my turn.
Okay. Pearl?
Gonna move. Hold on.
I'm going to put some elevation on Silt and Tatty just so I know that you guys are flying at a glance.
Where's the? Can I like go around the ceiling?
Yeah, you'll still be half speed. Well, yeah, you'll still be half speed because you can't get upright and you're not quadrupedal. But you can
That's
definitely
fine.
go on the ceilings.
Let's go.
Okay. Doesn't cost you anything to do that. You still got your 15 feet of movement.
I'm gonna move closer to where Silt is.
Get right up next to her.
Yeah.
Anything else for you?
No, that's it.
Okay. Odess.
All right. Well, first things first. If I saw this thing run off, I'm gonna look around and see if I see it anywhere.
Make a perception check.
Just a super quick look.
Yeah, just a quick one. Not going to burn your action for it or anything. Yeah, no
Oh.
clue.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to keep the ones that are with me safe, so I am gonna pop a Spirit Guardians.
Okay. 15 feet bubble.
So it's actually, yeah, it is a bubble. Sorry, they used a new word for it, emanation.
15 feet though, right?
Yeah, it's 15 feet in all directions.
Okay. Just so I can keep track of the roughness. Okay.
So that was my action. Mark it off of that spell and put the concentration on me. And I would let the others know that I have put it up, and that if that thing is going to come in, it's going to take damage every time it hits us. I'd at least do that over the earring. I don't know if I'd say that out loud.
Okay. That it for your turn?
I believe that's about it for my turn.
All right. Tatty.
Okay, so this thing disappeared, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am going to pull out one of my rapiers.
Okay.
And I guess I'm going to move over here and hide against the wall and like put the sword between me and the wall so, it's not visible.
Okay.
And if this thing pops out of one of these tunnels next to me, I'm going to attack it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your bonus action stealth check. Beautiful. And I think you're just outside the 30-foot bubble, but you rolled a 25, so I'm not too worried about it.
Neither am I.
Anything else for you?
No.
Okay. Pan and Sir Waddles.
Okay. So just to make sure we have absolutely no idea where this thing went.
At this time, you have no idea.
Hmm. I will have Sir Waddles come back to me. And I will hold an action so that if he shows up within my sight range, I will shoot at him.
Okay. And just as you look around to do so, you see he comes barreling out of this tunnel straight at Gal. Go ahead and take your shots.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Not you. Pan,
Okay.
go ahead and take your held action. Oh, sorry, I should probably make him visible. Sorry.
Yeah,
My bad. I forgot to press the button.
Okay, I thought I was losing it. I mean, I am, but I thought it like a much faster.
Nope, that was on me.
Okay, and I am targeted. Okay.
Crit.
Oh,
Nice. You rolled twice there. Give him 8 back. Okay. So that was 21 points of damage to him.
okay. That's all I can do, right?
Well, it's a held action, so do you get 2 attacks on an action?
Yes.
Then you get your second attack.
Oh, I did not realize. Okay.
It misses.
Eh.
All right.
It knew I didn't deserve it.
So this thing comes barreling out of the tunnel. As it does so, Pan turns, quick draws, bang, bang. Gal, you see it like get clipped in the shoulder and stagger for just a half a step. But it pounces, and you feel claws from both its feet and hands kind of dig into you as it holds, and its mouth gapes open, and you see the void within its mouth.
Now, I did tell her not to look at it. Was she ready?
I don't think she has much of a choice. Unless she's fighting with her eyes closed.
Willing to fight with eyes closed, but that's a tough call, because like I think if it pounced on me, my eyes would probably be open.
Yeah. So you will take half of this. And it gave it all to you. So you need 17 back.
Brutal.
Yeah.
And then...
The void ain't no
second,
joke.
Math. As you stare into the void, it's much like when you look down that well in Ironroot's hut, and you just you lose yourself for a second. Pan, and I would say Odess and Gal, or not Gal, Pearl, all turning to look at the commotion. You see this happen straight out of the It movie, and almost as quick as he starts, he stops and he disappears again. And Gal, you snap back to after that.
Piece of shit.
Silt.
Fuck this guy. I'm gonna stand here and hold my attack action until I can see
Which
him.
attack action?
My whip attack.
Okay. So if
It
he comes
doesn't come
within
with-
range, you're gonna whip.
So this doesn't. Yeah. Yes. I do have a question about that, but we'll get that when we get there if he shows
Well,
up.
What's the question? Because it might change your decision.
It's about the chain of returning and attaching my whip to it.
If it's not already attached, I believe in the description it says the requirements for attaching it.
It says after attuning to this item, spend an action to. Okay, yes.
Yeah, so you have to spend an action to attach it.
Then, so if I attach it, can I just, if he shows up right next to me and I don't use it, can I just hold the chain and use the whip still attached to it?
So the way held actions work is you're spending your
No. This
action-
is no. I'm not talking about held actions now. I'm talking
Okay.
about if it's attached to the whip, can I still use like the whip and hold the chain?
Oh yeah, like you can still use the weapon as within its normal parameters if the chain is attached to it.
Okay, then I'm going to attach the chain to my whip, and then I'll be ready next time, maybe.
Okay. So you won't have a held
See
action
if it was enough.
this
Right.
round. But your
Correct.
chain is attached, so your whip now has what, 60 feet? 30 feet?
No, 30 plus 10, so 40 feet.
Okay, so a 40-foot range. Okay.
Heck
Anything
yeah.
else for your turn?
I'm just gonna keep my head on a swivel and be ready.
Okay. Well, that will bring us to the top of the round, right at 11 o'clock, stopping our session for the night right there. So yeah, we will pick up next week with an enemy that likes to disappear and is immune to the hard-hitting Tatty. So
So over it already.
we'll see how it plays out.
Oh god. So over it.
You're the one who wanted to go in the hole, Pam.
I just want to kill this fucker. That's all. I've been dreaming about it for the past 3 weeks. My god.
Thanks everybody who came to watch the stream. We appreciate it. We appreciate you, and we will see you next week for the continuation of this fight. Goodbye.